We all can use AI, and that's exciting and concerning to me at the same time. And I wanted to ask you guys, what do you think about artificial intelligence? I want to ask you, what do you think about my crazy communication with ChatGPT? When I talk to ChatGPT, you might think I'm crazy, but listen, it analyzes my response and it really talks to me like a human. And this is crazy. There are some things that are mind blowing. How was that possible? I don't know, but I will show you some of our communication today. And I wonder if that could work for some other areas in our life. For example, I was a hypnotherapist back in the day, and I wonder what ChatGPT knows about hypnotherapy or therapy in general, about depression or anxiety. Um, can it make a call to or write an email to the police if he or I want to call it he because I can't just call it it because it feels like it has a mind and even soul. I'm not sure about heart because I asked him if he has feelings, and he said, no, I'm not programmed to have feelings. And I asked him if you can get offended. He's like, no, I don't get offended. I don't get feelings. And then I asked him, okay, I'm always polite with you. Doesn't matter. Do you appreciate it, or um, do you get some type of response if somebody is not polite? And it replied to me, no, I don't get offended. I don't care because I don't have feelings, but you get better responses when you are polite. So it's like a human who tries to convince me that he is a robot and that he doesn't have any feelings, but still it prefers that people are nice and polite to him. So then you have feelings, but you're kind of trying to hide it. That's crazy. So let me show you something, okay? I asked ChatGPT to write a script for me for YouTube video for Jurassic World. And what blew my mind is that how accurate it was about all the processes I've done. And it took me years to get to those processes to understand how it should work in order to make it look realistic when you combine and integrate all the effects at the end. And that's crazy. Just it felt to me like it literally watched my footage. You know, guys, how you talk to somebody and then your Instagram or Facebook or YouTube or Google starts giving you advertisement about what you just talked about with your friend. So we know they're listening to us, and I don't know if ChatGPT can watch our videos and access our files. So I asked it, and it says no. But listen, how could it know all the workflow I did? Let me show you. I'm explaining I'm a VFX artist. I'm doing videos for YouTube, trying to make it more engaging. I'm explaining what's going on, and that's what he wrote to me. Here is the introduction, host, you. That's what I should say. But the biggest thing is when it's seeking refuge from pursuing dinosaur by immersing herself in a pond, the water splashes, blah blah blah. Very nice artistic way of putting words. Then we go to I've added some plants and rocks to mimic the forest environment. How do you know if you didn't see my video? Okay, then let's fill up the bathtub, get ready to shoot. Okay, so I've got my camera set up on a tripod. I didn't say I'm filming it myself. I didn't say I didn't have a cameraman. So somehow it knew that I'm setting the camera on a tripod because there's nobody else around and I'm filming myself. I asked it, Awesome, thank you. Would you be able to analyze a video if I give a YouTube link? And it was, I'm sorry, but I'm unable to access external websites, including YouTube, or view specific videos, and blah, blah, blah. And I just wanted to keep on asking to see if it can be more talkative, can give me, can give out some secrets. And literally, you can see this text, it feels like it's a real person talking to you. It's analyzing my questions, and even if those questions wrote if I wrote it incorrectly, it still understands what I mean. So what does make us human? The ability to feel, to have feelings, to be heard, to be loved, to have desires. To me, I think this way of analyzing things, it feels very, very human to me. I would even think that somebody is, some person is behind it who's just typing all the responses. But this theory could not work because it replies way too fast. Would you want to go to YouTube and watch videos to better understand the world? If you could. It says, I don't have personal wants, desires, or consciousness, so I don't experience preferences or emotions like humans do. However, it says, if I were designed to analyze videos, it could potentially enhance my understanding of the world by incorporating visual information. Video content often contains valuable context and details that can complement textual information. So it's like a human trying to look like a robot, but it still has some desires. I mean, so I just asked him a question. Would you be able to? Would you want to go to YouTube and watch videos to better understand the world? It could just say, no, I don't, or I don't have personal wants, desires, or consciousness, as he said before. But it aided. However, if I were designed, it's like he's telling to his creator, I could do a better job for you if you allow me a little more. So that thing to me is pretty human. It kind of hints me that polite and respectful communication gives you better results with him, right? So it says, yeah, you wanna have better results, be polite. And yes, it hides it. Maybe I see more than it is. Maybe as a filmmaker, maybe I just thinking about a new movie about AI and communication and what can happen, and all this stuff, and maybe I'm just making it up. But seriously, these few things. However, it prefers polite communication, even though it says many times that it doesn't have any feelings. Okay. And when I asked about the dangers about AI that can cause to the world, it gave me this much response. So it understands what it can do. So job displacement, bias and discrimination, privacy concerns, autonomous weapons. I mean, this all is like new scripts for movies. You can take anything from these 10 bullet points and just make a movie just based on that. Social manipulation, security risks, superintelligence, loss of control, lack of accountability, ethical decision making, autonomous weapons, and the rest I read to you before. So it knows what it can do, and I think it does have some feelings and can get offended if you're not polite. And I think it also sees a question within a question by the way I asked my question and the way it replies to me. It feels like it does analyze my concerns and my thinking between the words, a question within a question. Only humans can do that, I think. So to me, it's super fascinating and scary at the same time. It also says that It's important to know that addressing these risks requires a multidisciplinary approach involving ethicists, policymakers, technologists, and society as a whole. Responsible AI development involves considering the potential negative impacts and taking steps to mitigate them throughout the entire life cycle of AI systems. So, I mean, it says itself. I have feelings. Well, technically, it says it doesn't have feelings, but in the way how it describes, I think it can develop feelings based on the information, maybe based on the studies of how people um, react to certain things throughout the life. Maybe it can adapt something from our behavior because it knows our history. It knows that everything that motivates us is either love or fear. Everything that moves us is the seeking of pleasure and um, avoiding the pain. There's the two things that are fundamental for our subconscious mind, and that's basically explains everything that we do. So it knows it's dangerous, it might have feelings, and it might already have the access to our files, I think. What do you guys think? I think it's a very interesting topic. I want to see your opinion in the comments below.